keeps people procrastinating?
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of disappointment.
Yeah.
Procrastination issues come directly from their expectations being way too high.
Mm-hmm.
Because disappointment only lives in expectation. It does not live anywhere else.
Mm.
You have to have an expectation of something in order to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And they are terrified of disappointing themselves. The fear is coming from trying to prove a point to people that they're trying to prove a point to, failing in front of people that they're trying to prove a point to. What if this don't work? It comes from not understanding that you are enough.
Welcome back to Deep Roots Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Thompson, and today's conversation is one that I am really looking forward to because we're diving into something that affects every part of our lives. Yet, most of us were never taught how to understand it. Self-esteem, identity, conditioning, and the invisible systems that shape how we think, feel, behave, and even succeed. My guest today is Danesha Monek, a psychologist, entrepreneur, and self-esteem coach who brings a refreshingly honest, grounded, and research-rooted perspective to personal growth. Danesha doesn't just talk about healing in abstract terms. She breaks down why people stay stuck, how conditioning works beneath the surface, and what it actually takes to rebuild self-worth from the inside out. If you've ever felt like you're doing all the things but still feel blocked, if you ever wondered why motivation feels so inconsistent, this conversation is for you. Let's get started.
Danesha, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. For the people who are new to your work, who is Danesha at her core?
A servant. I believe that the God of this universe created everybody with a mission, and I just want to complete mine.
That's right.
Because I'm not coming back.
This is your last one. This is your only
Yeah,
one.
this
huh?
is ghetto
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah. I agree with you. I remember having that conversation with our creator or source not long ago. I was like, I really want this to be my last trip.
Yeah, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So, so what has gotten you? Tell me more about your journey. What's gotten you to where you are today?
Which one?
Oh, well, let's start with psychology. I mean, like, your videos are absolutely amazing, and I can't
Thank
imagine
you.
how many people that you have touched and helped. So, what drew you to psychology?
Truthfully, and I'm gonna answer
Mm-hmm.
truthfully,
Yeah.
I looked at the women in my family and I didn't want to be like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I come from a very, very, very chaotic upbringing. I grew up in foster care because my
Mm.
mom was well, I don't know if I could say that on here, but she was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And
You can
so,
say that.
okay, I'm about to say she was a drug dealer. So, she was in and out of prison or on and off the streets. So
Mm.
my life was very inconsistent. And, I've always stood out and I knew that I didn't want that,
Yeah.
like right off bat. I knew that I was going to do something creative. But what led me to psychology is I did not want to be like my mama.
So, you said that you grew up in foster care.
hmm I
Do
was in
you,
5 different foster homes before I was 10.
are you
Until my
serious?
granddaddy finally came to my mom because my mom wanted to control the money that the state gave the family.
Yeah.
And so people didn't want to deal with that, right? Especially when
Yeah.
she was either on drugs or selling them.
Right.
And there was no in between,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when she was on them, I was usually in foster care, right? Even when she was in jail. But when she was out on the street, she would try to control the narrative of where the money went. So if nobody
Sure.
gave her money to get her fixed, then of course she's moving us. She
Yeah.
was a very, very, very smart woman. She graduated at 16.
Real? Is that
Her
right?
Yep. Greatest skill was communication. That's why I'm such a great communicator, because my mom was. I literally am everything my mama could have been, right? So
Oh, wow.
she never lost her parental rights. Never. She fought on every end. And she never lost them. So she always had some say on where we went. And
Yeah.
finally, my granddaddy came around and said, she's not moving. She's here.
Yeah.
and she's not gonna fight her daddy. Not that,
No,
you
right,
know,
yeah, yeah.
that 6'4" Mississippi man. It's not it's not
Don't
gonna happen.
mess with those big Mississippi man.
Yeah, yeah, you're not gonna mess with that 6'4" Mississippi man. So she just, so by the time I hit 10,
Yeah.
I was in my forever home, and I never left.
Is that your grandparents' home? Is
My
that
pawpaw.
yeah, your
Mhm.
pawpaw. That's right. So was that in Mississippi?
No, no, he
No.
had moved up north. He was
Oh,
a part of the men that left Mississippi in the 1930s, 1940s,
yes,
and migrated to
yes.
Chicago.
How
Yep,
fascinating. Oh, wow.
yep.
That's amazing. Okay,
So,
so you're forever home. You ended up
mhm.
with your pawpaw. Is that right? Is that what you call him? That's what I
Yeah,
called
my
mine too.
grandparents. My granny
Yeah.
was no, I had lost my grandmother by then. I lost my grandmother when I was 6.
Oh,
So no,
wow.
she wasn't there by the time. He just told her, "Yeah, you're not gonna keep moving her."
Yeah.
So,
So how did that shape after moving with him, or living with him? How did that shape you from that point forward?
um, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't shape me until now.
Yeah.
Um, you can't take a child out of chaos and put them in a peaceful environment and assume that
And
they're
it,
going to adapt. I never
yes.
adapted. I sabotaged everything. And that man gave me everything, and he
Mm,
treated me like a princess. Um, and I got whatever I wanted. I was spoiled,
yeah. Yeah.
but I didn't know what that felt
Yeah.
like because
That's right.
I have not one but two parents that are absent, and I felt like abandoned me and didn't love me. So I didn't know how to. I never settled into it.
And they say from the ages of, 0 to 7, our brain is like
Hmm.
in a theta brainwave state, right? So it's like we're in hypnosis or meditation.
Yeah,
So we are absorbing everything that happens, and
everything.
that shapes who we are
Yep,
initially. And then we have, I mean, of course, the healing and things like that come into
yep,
play if we want our lives to be different.
yep.
And so you went to college, obviously, for psychology.
Hmm.
That's your story is fascinating,
My
incredible.
first degree was I was 20 when I went to cosmetology school with my license. I
Yeah.
graduated top of my class. The
Mm,
second one was I have a bachelor's in fashion and design, so
yeah.
interior decorating and design. And then my third one was my bachelor's in psychology. My fourth one was my master's. My fifth one is my psych D.
You just do it all. You just did it all, don't you?
Yeah, but it was performative. I did it because
Wow.
I wanted people to see me.
Yeah. 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 Well, and I can see that, of course, and with abandonment and just wanting people to see you, but
Hmm.
you know, with the trajectory of your life and how it went, it's amazing that you achieved that, and it has brought you to where you are today. So
Yeah.
when did you really, really like fully understand like the healing process and what you needed to do?
I moved to Austin, Texas, November of 2017, and I
Right?
got a job the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And this job changed the trajectory of what I knew about everything. The owner of this company is still over. It's Phoenix Industries, but the owner
Mm-hmm.
is his name is Hamza.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been a good worker, but I was a person that went from 0 to 100. Like I would cuss you out, and I would like it was bad. If I felt like you were attacking
Yeah.
me, I got
Yeah.
defensive, right?
That was survival
So
mode.
it's survival mode, but
Yeah.
nobody ever taught me what
Yeah.
emotional
Yeah.
regulation was. I didn't even
Yes.
know that this thing existed.
Yes.
So of course I was having problems on the job because of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, versus him firing me, he started a book club and then he put me in therapy.
Uh, Denisha, that is wow.
Versus him attacking me and making me feel less than, he was like, I just want to help
Mm.
you because you are a phenomenal worker. And
He
and it
saw
was
it.
almost as if, yeah, like I can't afford to
Mm-hmm.
lose you because like you have came here and something that took me 2 weeks now it takes me 2 days. I can't get rid of you, but
Yeah.
I can help you fix whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. So he really did change
Sent
Um,
me over the edge.
yeah.
And I
So what
sat
did
down with a
that?
psychologist, and that lady
Mm-hmm.
knew more about me than anybody. I was like, I want to learn that.
Oh, yes.
So I dropped out of seminary school, and I went to psychology school.
So you were going to seminary school.
Yep, because I thought that
Yeah.
God was calling me to be a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't want to do it because my beliefs
Yeah.
in that institution is different. So
Yes. Yeah. Did you know that at the time?
my belief in
Fully?
Christianity
Mm-hmm.
has always been different because I'm
Has it?
rebellious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I didn't want just the 66. I want all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I completely. I didn't even know that there was anything else for years until, the
Years.
last few years. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. Um, and okay, so you dropped out of seminary, went to school for
Hmm.
psychology, right?
Hmm.
And then what happened after that?
Um, I started to unpack a lot of stuff. I didn't
Hmm.
realize I had mommy issues.
Yeah.
So I was able to unpack my mommy issues before she transitioned.
Is that right?
There was no stone left unturned by the time my mom left this earth.
So
Not
did you
one.
talk
I
to
haven't.
her?
Yeah, I did,
I
and I
mean, is
told her
that
exactly
what?
how I felt. Hmm.
Yeah.
And it was a hard
Wow.
conversation, but it needed to be had. Like, you know, I didn't, I didn't have the worst mom, but I did not have a good mom.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I went through the forgiveness process. But what psychology
Mm.
taught me about that is we are expecting things from people, expecting to get things from people that they don't have.
Exactly.
She
Oh,
literally did the best she could.
with what
That
she
was the best
had.
she had.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
can't ask her to give me something that she don't have.
Yes. That's something that
So,
I have realized too, through this healing journey that I've been on
mhm,
in spiritual awakening the last few years. And you're right, people can't get what they give what they don't have.
yeah. But
Yeah.
she was an abandoned child. Her father that raised me didn't raise her. She was adopted by her grandparents.
Oh, wow.
So I couldn't imagine what that felt like. Cause why, why did you choose her and not me?
Exactly.
Why did you choose to raise your other daughters and not me?
Mm.
So my mom had went back down south, and my grandfather was still in Chicago. But yeah, I began to understand who she was and why she was.
Yeah. And you were able to give grace to a
Yep,
certain point.
yep. I had to.
Um, yeah. For you.
But in for her, she was a little
Yeah.
girl in a
She
60-year-old
was.
woman's body.
She was.
Like she, what can you expect from her?
Yeah. I had that very conversation last night with someone, that we stay stuck in the in a childlike state. If we're like, if
Yeah.
like our wounded child, we stay there, and we can be 60, 70, 80 years old still living the same way we did when we were younger,
Hmm.
because we've never had the opportunity or been given the tools really to know how to heal. And I mean, that's not something that people, I, I never knew any of this. And I had a
Yeah.
degree in psychology.
Yeah.
But I still didn't understand, how do you heal? And most of us don't even know there's anything to heal. It's like, this is just the way we are.
Yeah.
But we don't know
We're
what the driving
unaware.
factors are. We're unaware. That's right. And I want to talk about that um, um, more, because let's just go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah.
Unawareness. How how do you help people? And of course, we can't change people's mindsets. They have to do
Hmm.
it on their own. But how do you help people begin to discover that they are unaware of their actions or their behavior or their belief systems or anything?
I call it out. I'm
Yeah.
direct. I'm not here to
Mm-hmm.
hold your hand. I'm not here to be liked by you either. But if you
Mm-hmm.
came to me and my goal is to help you to get out of your own way, I have to make you aware of your patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And I could do that
Yes.
simply by asking you a few questions.
Okay, so with that,
Mhm.
how does emotional immaturity show up in adults who think that they're self-aware? Because many do think that they're aware of their actions and behaviors and beliefs, but they're not.
Shows up in a multitude of different ways, but the way that you can tell the most is
Yeah.
communication.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to communicate. People think that, like I had told a client because she was going through something with her mom,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Well, I just don't talk to her." I said, "Well," she said, "I set a boundary and I cut it off." I
Yeah.
said, "Well, that's not a boundary.
Mm-hmm.
That's avoidance."
Yes.
And she was like,
Yes.
"What?" A boundary is something you set that comes with consequences. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily mean you cut that person off, but you you are avoiding having the hard conversation. That's
Yeah,
something different. She's like, "Well, I
exactly.
don't want to." Well, maturity and emotional maturity does not come with "I don't want to."
Yeah.
It goes back to who do you want to become
Mm, I love
and who do you
that.
want to be. So,
Because those conversations, they are uncomfortable,
mhm,
but that's what helps us grow and heal,
yep,
right?
we have to, because not only that, you can make up an assumption in your brain, and as a woman, I'm telling you, the stuff that I can make up in my head
I know
and that I
exactly
will
what you're
let
talking about.
linger is
Yes.
madness, okay? It belongs on television, the stories I can make up. So because I'm aware that I'm dramatic in that way,
Yes. Hmm.
I have to communicate that. I have to
Yeah.
ask, okay, so is this or this?
Hmm.
And I need you to tell me, and I'm going to go based on what you tell me because I know me.
Yeah.
I'm an unsafe child. I'm a child who's never had a safe place, and I am trying to figure out what this is before I go into panic mode. Yeah.
Yes. But most people, they don't know to ask those questions. Do you
Hmm.
find that most people are very unaware?
That's the first thing that I notice.
Yeah,
Most
me
people
too.
who are impoverished, most people who have low self-esteem, most
Yeah.
people who are not living the life that they want to live are the most unaware people ever.
Yes. Yes. And
They
do you
they
find
have no clue.
they don't? Mm-mm. So when you call people out,
Hmm.
are they able to see it or begin to see it?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes, but I
Hmm.
know that if I call it out, you now can't unsee it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you know it's there.
Hmm.
Like don't come to me and say, "Well, I want to become a millionaire like you." It's 12 o'clock and you're in a bed. I don't. No, you don't. No, no, you don't. I call
Exactly.
BS.
Yeah.
I'm not in
Mm.
the bed at noon.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
had a long night. I have long nights all the time. I went out last night. I knew
Yeah.
I've been up since 8 because I knew I had this pocket. There is no excuse.
Hmm. And you're right.
Like either you want it or you don't. But
Yeah.
how you make decisions will always tell on you.
That's right. Do you
Hmm.
find that many people stay in their comfort zone and their unawareness and their victim mindset because they don't want it that bad? They think they do, but putting in the work is uncomfortable.
It's not even that they want it and they want it
Yeah.
bad.
Hmm.
Um, but being comfortable is 100 times better than being responsible. It
Mm.
feels better.
I like the way you said that. It
Right? It
does.
feels being
Hmm.
responsible is it's the ghettoest thing I ever had to do. Like maturity is overrated, but like I find it to be worth it. So I do it, but it's not something like me and maturity and responsibility don't have like we have a relationship. We are cordial with one another,
Yes.
but they
Yes.
know I don't like them.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
love
like, but
you.
girl, you need us. I do. I do need you. But I don't like you.
But you know I don't
So it's
like you.
easier. It's
Hmm.
easier. I played the victim so well for years.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest lessons of starting therapy. So in 2018, my therapist gave me a task
Yeah.
that I hated, but I did not know how powerful it was going to be. And she told me, she said, I need you to, because when you go to a therapist, you tell them everything that it's never somebody else's fault. It's
Yeah. Oh
never
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and she knew that I lacked accountability on everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Getting pregnant at 17 wasn't my fault, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was my mama's fault. She should have
Right.
kept me,
Right.
like it was
Yeah.
somebody else's fault. And she was like, I need you to do me a favor. And I was like, what? And she was like, your homework this week is to ask everybody what their experience is of you.
Mm.
What do you mean everybody? She said, I want the people that I know that
Ooh.
don't like you. And I had people around me like that, like I felt like didn't like me, but we were still in communication. And they all said the same thing. They was like, yeah, you throw rocks and hide your hand.
Mm.
Who? No, I don't. It's like, oh, you play the victim and you play it very well.
Ah. So what? Okay, with that, what was there a moment where like the lights went off? It was like a light bulb moment, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I do that."
That was my mom used to say this quote, and it she said it this time. She was like, Danesha, everybody is not telling the same lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you see a consistent pattern, you have to believe that pattern because that is evidence. So
Yeah.
now what do? I have to grow up and I have to take accountability for the fact that I am 29 and I have 2 kids, 2 different fathers, and I am where I am because of me.
How did that feel?
It sucked bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. I could have lived without it,
Just kept going down the road. Yeah.
Could have lived without it.
Yeah.
But that changed, that flipped the switch.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it does flip the switch
Yep.
when you're aware of that right there, and so many people can't get there.
Yep.
It completely flips the switch, and then you
That is the
realize
moment
that.
I became aware.
Yeah.
It took me a year of therapy to start to be like, you can see everybody else in the room, but you can't see yourself. So assume that people are telling the truth about you, regardless.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I know you said this, but everything starts with self-awareness. You can't get any further until you are aware of what's going on, what your actions, how you are contributing to it, and there is nothing else at that point. Like
Yeah.
you can't move forward.
Nope. You won't even get to accountability without going through
No.
awareness.
No, because if you don't even know what the problem is because you don't think you have problems and you think it's everybody else and that victim mindset, then yeah, you're not going to break any cycles.
Yep.
Wow. So
Yeah, but they
go
They
ahead.
don't teach you that in Christianity. They teach you to blame the devil. And I just want to know, I know the devil just wants to like I know he wants to quit at this point.
He's got. Do you
tired.
think he does? He is
He's tired. He's like, I didn't even talk to you today. What? How did I get over here? I didn't do that. You did. I didn't.
He's like, you're giving me way more credit than I
Way more
deserve
credit.
here.
People believe in the devil more than they believe in the God that created this universe.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. I know. It's actually all about the devil. All of it.
And he has no power. He's just
Right.
like he's out here trying to figure life out. Just like you. So
And really all that does is teaches us not to take accountability for our own actions.
yep.
Because anything that's done is the devil's fault.
It's not. That
I
is
know.
not what that is not what Jesus said in no way. He never said it.
No. And hell,
Yeah.
it wasn't actually there.
It's not there, period.
That's right. That's what, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The kingdom of heaven is within, not above.
That's right. And hell in the Bible, Gehenna was one of the words translated into hell, and that was a waste hole or dump outside the city that they like burned things and it were like burning dead bodies and stuff. But that's where that came from. It was just like an analogy.
But that's what scripture is. They are full of analogies and parables.
Yes, you're right.
Most of that stuff don't even translate into English.
I know. Once I started realizing that, I started, and not that we were really talking about deconstruction, but when I started doubting things, because I grew up religious my whole life,
Hmm.
I only knew one thing, and that was it. But one of the main things is when I said, I mean, I was trying to be the good Christian mom and wife and woman and teaching Sunday school, and I said, I really need to read the Bible front to back. Like if
Hmm.
if I'm going to, engulf my life in this, and
Yeah.
that's when I started questioning things and the stories in there, and I that I didn't realize was in the Bible, and I mean it was 40 years. Um,
But isn't that what scripture says? Be curious and question everything?
yes, it does. I know you're right. It says that exact thing, and when we do, that's when we start unraveling all the lies and the misconceptions and contradictions and
Hmm.
like learn the real truth though, because
Hmm.
there is truth there, and it's not all bad.
But that's the thing. Good and bad are not even real.
It's not even real. That's right. I agree with that
You get what I'm
completely.
trying to say? The
I
Bible wasn't
do.
talking about good or bad.
No, no, and I agree.
But now you see why I said I couldn't be a preacher. I'm like, because I wouldn't make it. I like crop tops
Yes.
and short skirts. Uh, and for
You would
some
have looked
reason,
really good
people,
on the pulpit in your crop
some
tops.
people, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you can't wear that. I can't wait till we all cross over and everybody is naked. Now what? You gonna wish you took advantage.
I know. I know. The limitations that we put on ourselves
Hmm.
because of rules that were made by humans or men or whoever. Um,
But they teach that in seminary school.
what?
I've never said this. Um, Seminary school made me open my Bible.
Hmm. I've heard
Um,
that from many people that went
Religion
to
is an
seminary.
institution.
Yeah.
It is a social institution, and I
Yeah.
don't think people understand that.
They don't.
And a social institution is just another word for corporation,
Yep.
right? So, just like you go buy a knife from the store, you buy a knife because you want to cut your steak up,
Hmm.
but you bought a knife because they want to kill somebody. Does
That's
that make the
right.
knife bad?
Nope.
Don't make the knife bad. It makes
No.
the purpose and the intention behind. You get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
I learned some very dark things
Hmm.
about religion.
Mm.
And one of those things is they teach us psychology,
Yeah.
right? So I had to learn that part, but what people think they know they don't. Like that is a business first,
Hmm. It is.
and it is a relationship second.
Hmm. And it's a one-sided relationship.
It Because a social institution is meant to be one-sided. One
That's
person
right.
benefits while the other person stays the same.
Yes. And
And
they keep you in a, sorry.
they keep you programmed.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. And
Started
it's,
opening the Bible. I said Jesus didn't say none of that.
nope.
And I know he just looking down like they still don't get it. Just
So who do you think Jesus really was or is or
I believe that so this is my narrative, right? I don't know.
mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of China McClain?
Mm-mm.
So a few years ago, before she got ran off the internet, she put out encyclopedias that talked
Mm-hmm.
about the Holy Trinity,
Mm.
and I went down a rabbit hole.
I haven't gone down that rabbit hole.
And she was basically saying, kind of debunking it for what it was, right? Because people don't know how to separate. People don't really know what it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You have to understand a lot of these things came into play way after the. I don't
Yeah.
even know if the Bible was created. No, the Bible was probably created, but they included it later because
Yeah.
the Bible is a very new book, 1600s, 1500s. So,
Yes. Yes.
they took the books, went into a room, sat at a round table, and said, "This is what we're going to include."
I know. Mm-hmm.
But at first, all of that stuff was in one big book.
It was, yeah.
So that right there makes me curious because I'm rebellious.
Mm-hmm.
So you go deep diving, but
And I did go
she
deep diving in the
described
books.
Yeah, she described
Mm-hmm.
Jesus like this. She said, if God the Father, right?
Mm-hmm.
God is the creator of everything. So say that God has a canvas in front of him and the utensil that he decides to use is a paintbrush. She said
Mm-hmm.
Jesus will be that paintbrush.
Mm. Wow.
I've never heard a better analogy.
Yeah. I haven't either.
And
I like
so
that.
that's my thought process on it. And it
Mm-hmm.
is just when we read scripture and it's like the word was God and the word was with God. Um, that is what I see.
Yeah.
Like God needed a paintbrush to paint.
Mm-hmm.
And so did he come here to debunk, to literally deconstruct religion? Yes.
That's what my
That's
next
why they
question was
that's
for
why they
you.
killed him.
Absolutely. The religious
And then
people
they
were the
opened a
ones that killed
church.
him. Yeah.
And then they opened a church.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are still teaching. The Pharisees did
I
not
know.
go
I
into
know.
hiding. They opened churches
Yes. I
to do the
agree.
same thing that they did way back when.
And the
It hasn't
part
changed.
it hasn't changed. And the part that it makes me, I don't know the right word for it, but it just kind of makes me sick, but that's not the right word. But the part that bothers me so bad, is so
Hmm.
troubling, is that the churches or religion, they're worshiping Jesus, but they're the ones that actually killed him.
Baby, if he came back today, they'll give him a chair.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
is Jesus my savior? Yeah, because he told me how to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
taught me how to do this. I'm rich because of his teachings. They
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
But
So go into that. How did you use his teachings for that?
he gave us everything.
Yeah.
And somebody documented it.
Mm-hmm.
As a man thinks, so is he. Do not tell your left hand what your right hand is doing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Jesus taught me how to be direct.
Mm-hmm.
He told me not to hold my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He told me that I can flip all of this shit over too
Yeah.
if they play in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that don't mean you just go knocking stuff over, but it does mean
Right.
like
Yeah.
sometimes
There. Yes.
there are moments, right? Like,
Yes.
when he said that I am the truth, the way, and the light, that's what he meant. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to show you that these people are hypocrites. I am
Yeah.
trying to show you that the only way to get through to the creator of this universe is by doing it the way that I am showing you.
Showing you to do it. Absolutely.
Ain't
Absolutely.
nobody listening.
No. Because if people knew that they had that type of power, that we have that power, then they would lose control over everything.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in control.
Yeah.
And so if they keep you in a state of fear, guilt, and shame,
Yeah.
then we're going to stay stuck.
So what do? You make a book that was never meant to be right or wrong into right or wrong.
Exactly. And
And then you
convince
program
people.
it into them.
Yeah.
Y-
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. That's why I teach the way that I teach.
Yeah.
Because I have a Bible study within my mentorship, and
Do you?
that's what I do. Because and people always ask me, well, you should do it on live. You're not gonna like what I have to say,
Yeah.
and I
I would
know
love
that.
to hear what you had to say.
Yeah, but I take biblical principles and I help people to use them in their everyday life. Like, show me the scripture where Jesus said that you were stupid and that you lacked and you didn't have power. You are walking around on a planet that was created for you,
I know.
as
I
if
know.
this is not this. You have dominion, and you walk around here
Mm-hmm.
scared.
Yeah.
You are scared.
And then what are we scared of? What is there really to be scared of?
Jesus said, "Do not worry about tomorrow. The birds don't wake up and worry about what they're gonna eat. So
That's
why should
right.
you?"
That's right. Hmm.
It's right there. It was written out. Even if you go outside the 66, it says the same thing.
It does. It does.
It tells you to question. It tells you to really figure out where is this coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Who said it and why?
And the other ones actually talk more about the spiritual part of it too, and how we have the
Yeah.
power inside of us, and how we can use the abilities and the tools that we have, and like just
But those are in the 66 as well. When he sent the disciples out two by two, he said, "You will be able to do everything that I just did
and more.
and more."
And more. That I now I question that in Christianity, like when I was religion or in religion, but now I really look at it like Jesus told us
Directly.
directly that we can do the same thing. Not comparing myself to Jesus or anybody else by no means, but he told us that we can do
I mean, but
this.
we are of the same
But we are
essence.
this. That's right, and I agree with that. Like we're all one. But I just how do we not how do more and I know it's programming and I know it's the
Hmm.
state that they keep people in, but how
Hmm.
do more people not see that? Like what did Jesus mean when he literally said,
You will go out and do the same thing that I did plus more.
yes, plus more? That's right. So how can you misread that?
It's not misread. It is, we have been programmed to be separate from Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
We, oh, you can't compare yourself to Jesus because now you mocking God. That's, wait a minute.
I know.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus said, okay, never mind. I don't even have the conversation with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people ask me, they were like, "Are you Christian?" Yeah, but I'm not that Christian that you talking about.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what Christian you talking about
Mm-hmm.
because Jesus ain't never said be broken in poverty.
He didn't. And that okay, so that's another thing. And I've had to overcome this, and
Hmm.
I'd never realized like I had money blocks
Yeah.
because I felt guilty for
Yeah.
wanting abundance.
Yep.
And it's not a hard it's money is not bad, obviously, but we're here on this earth. These are our resources. Why would we feel guilty? Like
But God created money.
exactly. So
Before we had paper, we had what? Gold.
yeah, uh, you're right. It's
You can go back to
literally
Genesis
an
chapter
element.
1. You can go back to Genesis chapter 1 when God organized the chaos. He put
Yeah,
gold in the garden.
yeah.
Why?
Because it
Because
was
he
bad
didn't
and you
want them
weren't
to.
supposed to.
But he did. He wanted them to know that you. I want you to have
Yeah,
everything, no
yeah,
limitations. The
yeah.
only thing I ask that you do not do is eat from the tree of not and good, good and evil, and
Mm-hmm.
that's just
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want you to go and have anxiety and worry.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Imagine living on this earth the same way like they live in the spiritual realm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was trying to bring the spiritual to the 3D, and
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think we're trying to bring it back.
I mean, people are slowly waking up, so we are
They
in a
are.
good situation. That's what's happening in the world right now.
We're going
I
through a
know people think
huge
it's falling
awakening.
apart, but this is about to be, boy, if he pull it off.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
If he pulls it, if they let this man pull it off, if they let him pull it off, because I see it every day,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my goodness, they you can't say you're a Trump fan, but I'm a fan of a businessman who thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
like him as a person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I did not vote for him, but
Mm-hmm.
him being in office, has it benefited me? What? I
Mm-hmm.
made more money this year than I did last year.
Right.
That big beautiful bill protects my kids' trust funds
Mm-hmm.
and my house and my business.
Yeah.
It is not falling apart. It is a wealth transfer.
For us to, I say us, but I mean the earth, the world to change like the consciousness and change in vibration, things have
Hmm.
to seemingly fall apart. I don't feel like
Yeah.
things are falling apart. I mean, they're,
No.
but
He is
Something's
tearing down
have
a
to
social
happen.
institution.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is breaking down every social institution they created.
Yes. Yes.
Every last single one. The Department of Education is not your friend,
No. No. I agree.
right? The
Mm-hmm.
government is not your friend.
Mm-mm.
These were institutions built to keep you exactly where you are. If they can
Yep.
feed you, they can starve you. If they can house you, they can evict you.
That's right.
If you have to work for me, you will never work for yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And like, oh, but you need 9 to 5. 9 to 5s are new.
Yes. That is
They
a
are
newer
new.
concept. And
That
that
is
is,
that was created when school was created.
yeah.
Like, that's not new. This country was built on everybody being a business owner.
Yep.
Well, if everybody's a business owner, who's going to consume? I'm not never making a t-shirt. I'm never
Yeah.
going to sew a t-shirt together. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care what degree I have. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go find somebody who
Yeah.
has it, and I'm going to buy it from her or him.
Yes.
I'm not making no tennis shoes,
That's right.
right? I'm not putting this hair on a track. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go find somebody who, you get what I'm trying to say? So
I
the money
do.
that actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
So how has that helped you with your children? What are you teaching them? What are you
My
instilling in
18-year-old,
them?
I have an 18 and 14-year-old. My 18-year-old makes $17,000 a month.
Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
He's never worked a job, ever.
Mm-hmm.
He barely even leaves the house,
Yeah.
right? I'm teaching him freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I should go get a job. You don't need a job.
Mm-mm.
Well, I need money because I take his money and I put it directly towards his trust fund. So when he moves out of here, I'm just going to have it pay him
Right. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he can pay his bills and he won't ever have to struggle. That's the whole purpose of it
Yeah.
because he has life insurance. I just upped it when he turned 18,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
plus my life insurance that's in his trust fund because I have two per trust fund. So my goal is to make sure that I pass this down and my kids not getting out the mud.
Yeah.
I don't want them to work for nobody. They don't even work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So how
and I
did you
want that
learn
for
all
my
this?
grandkids.
Yes. So how did you discover this? How to do this as far as, the financial part?
I moved to Austin, and Austin is full of a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
Like people seem rich. No, these people are rich.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sit at a table at a restaurant and talk to a random stranger in Texas, right? Because
Yeah.
Southern people, it's the Southern hospitality. You can talk, and you find out some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then so when I got here and I started to get around people and they made it seem so simple. So now I'm going on social media and I'm going to look for rich people. They have been talking about this stuff for years. They've been putting it in
Yeah.
books.
Mm. But
I
people are
just
too
heard,
programmed.
yeah, I just heard John Hope Bryan tell somebody, go get a life insurance policy, put it in this account, let it sit for 3 years. It's going to be $3 million in 3 years. You'll be a millionaire. How many people you
Mm-mm.
think took that information?
Not many. You did.
You, you have a car note, put that car in that trust fund so you can never get a repossession.
Yeah.
Like I just learned that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you can definitely put your car in there. That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
When rich people talk, I listen.
What resources can you recommend to people to learn about this?
They have books on how to build trust funds. There are people out here who you can pay to build one for you, teach you about life insurance, which policy that you can get. Life insurance is, you're supposed to use it while you're here.
Yeah. Not when
So
you're
it's
dead.
coming up on 2 years. In June of next year, to be 2 years since I had my life insurance policy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to start living off it by then
Mm.
because I'm just going to take a loan out on it. And it's in a trust fund that
Right.
that I'm putting money in every day, not every week, but
Mm-hmm.
every day because I
Yeah.
make money every day. So I don't even know what's in it. I'm scared to go look. I'm scared to go look and see how much of an asset I've built.
Yeah.
But it is just when rich people talk, you listen.
Mm-hmm.
Debt is not bad. Trump done filed bankruptcy 15 times
Mm-hmm.
and has never lost anything.
Yeah. Because it was in a trust.
Elon don't even have physical. He probably got a little bit of physical money, but all of that 500 billion is in
Mm-hmm.
assets.
Yeah.
He just can't. Like, you will give me money because of the assets I built?
So I read that you put you turn 10K months into 10K days
Yeah.
online, right?
Hmm.
And so with creating wealth, you say that it's not manifestation, that it's management. What do people misunderstand about wealth creation?
Uh, money is you can see it in the physical, but it's a spiritual concept.
Mm-hmm.
As a man thinks, so is he. If you are scared to sell, or if you are scared to even make money, if you have anxiety about not having enough, if I feel like you don't like me, I'm not coming to your house.
Right. Oh,
Why would I come over there?
great
Every time I get there, you
analogy.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm not coming back over here.
Mm-hmm.
Money is going to the places where it is welcome.
Yeah.
99% of millionaires and billionaires have a spiritual relationship with money that
Yeah.
is abundant. Yesterday was my highest earning day. I made $25,000 yesterday.
Congratulations to you for
That's
figuring this
crazy.
out. That is incredible.
My mind is, it can't be this easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us more about what you do.
I help people to get out of their own way. So I help people
Yeah.
deprogram from what these social institutions have taught them, and I help them move into the version of them I believe God wanted them to be. He didn't want you to be scared. That's not even real. Fear is
Yeah.
it's not even real.
Mm-hmm.
People have anxiety about the future that you might not even get to tomorrow, and you worried about it
The future's not a thing at this point. The only
until you
thing is that
create it.
yeah, exactly. That's
So
right.
I help people to get out of their own way, because a lot of people say that they want to be millionaires and billionaires, and people want they want their own businesses, but they keep procrastinating, or
Mm-hmm.
they are perfectionists, or they are overthinkers, or the negative self-talk is kicking their behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
help them fix the trauma that caused this so that they can move into alignment, basically.
Yeah.
Because when you're out of alignment, you will have financial problems.
Yes.
You will have abundant
And
problems. Your kids will be acting the fool.
mm-hmm. And most people are out
Everything.
of alignment.
Yeah, most people are out of alignment. And
Mm-hmm.
people always ask me, one of the questions I've been asked recently is how do I find my gift? I said, when you get home,
Mm.
you think that you are becoming somebody else, but you are just becoming who you are.
Yes.
You are just coming back home to yourself. You were not born with fear. You were jumping off the top of the bunk bed like you could fly,
Exactly.
not knowing that you can kill yourself.
That's a great point because we weren't born with fear. We weren't born broken. We weren't born all this stuff, right?
Nope.
And um and then but most adults are extremely or I say most, I shouldn't say most, but many
Most.
adults, right, are very fearful. They're afraid of everything and they worry and they have anxiety and all and I've been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And um but but you say that like of course it was just like a light bulb just went off in my head. Of course we weren't born with fear because when we're kids we do everything that we can and we're not afraid.
Yeah.
And I mean we'll climb trees or we'll like you said jump off the
Like,
bed or
slide
whatever.
across the river with no
Yes.
supervision. You can die.
Yes, we're not afraid of death and we have no fear. That of course we know is programmed, but that just proves that
Mm-hmm.
we're not born with fear at
Yep.
all. Because we say, like, our teenagers and stuff, they're not afraid of anything and they don't see the fear in that and they drive fast or whatever it may be.
Listen, I told my 18-year-old, I said,
Wow.
you are teenager stupid,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
That don't mean you
yeah.
stupid. Like, you're very smart,
No,
very,
I
like,
know. Yeah, I know
great
what you mean.
communicator. I'm like, but you have no, like, I know you don't know.
I
And so
know.
I don't argue with you because I know you don't know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ah,
So
and that's
it's just,
beautiful too because like, you don't break his spirit down
Yeah.
when you're trying to like talk to him about being teenager stupid
Yeah.
and making these choices because he doesn't see the fear in it because
He don't
they
know.
don't.
And
Yeah,
I
they don't
can't expect him
know.
to know. His prefrontal
Exactly.
cortex is not even developed yet.
Exactly. Yes.
So putting your cat, I will never put my son out at 18. He can move out at 25.
Yeah.
I know that he will
Yeah.
have the money and he will be ready. He
Yeah.
will have the maturity because I'm getting him prepared. But I let my kids fall on their face.
That's it. And
And then I
that's how
help
they
them how to,
learn.
but I
Yeah.
help them to manage it. Like
That's
my
right.
my
Yes.
14-year-old was arrested at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said that it was around the time that that school down here in Texas got shot up and all those kids died. So
Mm. Mm.
it's gonna sound crazy, but my kids go the schools they go to is majority Caucasian, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a preference, and that's my preference.
Mm.
Do
Right.
whatever you
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents did me the same way, so
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
So he was with his friends, and they are because they're stupid. They are out here daring each other to say, "Oh my goodness, I dare you to go say you're gonna shoot up school tomorrow." And his little stupid ass did it.
Oh, he did.
And so
Oh,
the police is at my
no.
door, like, we have to pick up your 11-year-old. I'm like, I don't even have a mugshot yet. You got one before me?
I'm sorry.
You got fingerprinted before me? So he spent 5 days in juvie. Now when he came home, he was a little,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he wasn't as big as he is now. Like now he 240, 5'9".
Yeah.
I don't worry about him.
Yeah.
You gonna have to take him
Mm-hmm.
down, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had to let him know, and we took a whole 2 years of unpacking what he had just went through.
Mm-hmm.
The emotional battle that he like not
Yeah.
understanding that your decisions and your consequences affect
Yeah.
the people around you, but
Mm-hmm.
that just because it seems like a good idea doesn't mean it's a good idea. So
No.
now I have I remember when he got back into regular school, and the counselor was like, "Oh, you can start today," and it was a Friday. He said, is it okay if I start on Monday so I can um process that I am not a bad person
That's
anymore?
that's a proud mama. They're just because like he was
Yeah.
able to, yeah,
The
regulate
counselor looked
his,
at me. I said, "What you looking at me for? He talking to you."
yeah.
And she's like, "What does he mean?" I said, "Because he just left alternative school." She said, "But yeah, he said he needs time to process
That's
that what he just
right.
went through is not that's not who he is."
Yeah, he's not that. Oh, that brings me to tears. Danesha.
Phenomenal. I have a
Oh my
phenomenal. I have
gosh.
wonderful kids, man. But I don't sugarcoat it with them. So
And
like, if
no, and
somebody
it's
comes,
you shouldn't.
hmm
I don't either.
I knew that I was raising a good kid and that he had learned his lesson. He's 14, so this
Mm-hmm.
last year he kept dealing with some bullies. Now he's a big
Mm.
kid, and this is a smaller boy bullying him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked him up from school, and he was like real frustrated, and he was like, "I almost like lost my temper today." And he explained the
Mm-hmm.
story, and I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Well, he took my boot bag, he ate my hot Cheetos, they were hiding my phone and tossing it back and forth."
Mm.
And he said, and I had to stop and figure out what I was going to do with the situation. I said, "Why? Go get your stuff back." He said, "But
Right.
yeah, I'm bigger than him, and if I push him over, it'll just be assault." He said, "And I realized that my consequences don't just affect me, it affects you." He said, "I really want to have a football career." And in that moment, I just realized it wasn't worth it.
There
I
are.
said, "Who is your mama?
I was about
Who
to say.
raised you?" Because at 14, I be getting picked up from juvenile.
I know there are not many teenagers that can do that. A
Like
handful.
nobody can dampen their self-esteem. Nobody can make my kids feel less than.
I love
Um,
that.
like,
Oh,
and this is what he said. He said, "If he's treating me like that at school, then there's probably something going on at home." I said, "You got it. You got a therapist
yes.
for mom. You got
Yes. Look, we have
you,
the same conversations at our
yeah,
house. And 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 would you have to explain? I don't know that if y'all have had this conversation or had to have it either, but um you also have to explain that many adults, they're not able to regulate their
nope,
emotions like that either. So many times our children are like regulating their emotions, trying to process things and evaluate the situation when it's like a teacher or I mean an adult
yeah,
because most adults don't know how to do that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah." Like, um, so I read this book by Brene Brown,
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about her kids. I think it was Darren Greatly. And so this is one lesson I taught to my youngest son, Taji. And so one day his teacher called and said something. Um, and she was like, no, this is what she asked. She said, what do you do? And at the time I said, well, I'm a psychology student. I said, but I have my, master's in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I can tell. I said, what did he do? And she said, well, I told him um, that he was that his desk, he was like, it's just too messy. You shouldn't be a messy individual. He said, I am not messy. He said, I made a mess. I'm not messy.
Oh, good for him.
I said, I am so sorry. Listen,
I would have been, no, I'm proud of you.
I said he kept that one in the chamber to just use because it's like, oh, me and my mom talked about this. This is not who I am. This is something I did. You right, but stop talking to your teachers like that. She said, he's not in trouble. She said, but I can't wait to
Oh,
meet you.
that is amazing.
Yep, I knew then.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. They
Yep.
are two fine young men, I can already tell.
Nobody taught us how not to tie our mistakes to ourselves.
Yeah,
That is
I
something that
know.
we did. That is a decision that we made. That is not who we are.
Yeah, that's
Nobody taught
right.
us that. And
No,
I did not want them to grow up the way thinking that I was less than because I did this, this, and this.
that's right. I love
So,
that because uh, we're taught that our decisions and um, our behaviors at the time shape exactly who we are. That is who we are.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's,
And, 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 and this is the
how we're
thing,
conditioned to believe.
neuroplasticity,
Mm-hmm.
right? That, what you just said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Neuroplasticity teaches us that that can be a part of our character, but it can change.
That's, yeah.
So it's technically
Yes,
not, it's not real. That is not who you are. That's who you are showing up as.
that's right. And we are whoever we want to be. Like there are
Yep.
infinite possibilities.
We have no limitations.
None. You've done a great
Yep.
job, Mama.
Thank you.
Yes.
I be trying.
You are doing an incredible job.
Gotta help them
Um,
unpack the trauma I caused too. So,
yeah, I I completely am with you there. Like and I've said this before, um, because I'm like all about apologizing and like I mean I want to have the hard conversations. I want to like I'm very real, transparent,
yeah,
and like I'll have like a memory of because I'm a completely different mom than I was when they
me
were
too.
smaller, right? And it's like I'll call them, hey, you remember this time that this happened? They're like, no, mom, I don't remember that. And it's like, well, okay, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you how I reacted, and I need to apologize for
And I
that.
need to apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to make this right. And of course, we're like, mom, don't worry about that. But I just, and I also want them to know it's okay. Like if we make a mistake. I mean, we're going
Mhm.
to. We're not always going to make. I'm not saying there's like a right or wrong, but the most
No, it's
favorable
just
like decision.
we got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
We don't know
Yeah.
what we doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I told my 18-year-old when he was 16, I said because we got into a real bad argument. I said
Mm-hmm.
I am always going to make mistakes with you.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, but you shouldn't." But I am.
Mm-hmm.
You are my first child.
Yeah.
When you turned 18, that would be my first time having an 18-year-old. I have to figure out how to navigate that. And by the time
Yes.
I got 18 down, you about to be 20.
Exactly.
And I just caught this one. I'm like, so I'm gonna mess up with you,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna get it right with your brother
Yes.
because you allowed me these F ups.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. And you
And we
didn't
gonna
come
talk
with a
through the F
book.
ups. You didn't. You did not come with a
Mm-mm.
book. Matter of fact, you came out with my attitude, and that's already difficult to navigate because I gave birth to my doggone self. And a male version at that. This is
Oh
horrible.
gosh.
This is horrible. This experience is, oh my God. Oh my God. He just says stuff sometimes. I'm like,
Where did you
you
get that
can't
from?
just say what you
Yeah.
want to. And then in my mind, I'm like, but he gets, because you do. Oh my God.
That's our youngest.
Yeah.
And she's a
I'm
girl.
so glad he could fight. You gotta know how to fight when
Oh,
you talk like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm so glad you could fight because you're gonna have to fight, man. You're gonna have to fight some people because you're gonna say something and they just gonna swing. And I'm so glad you could fight. That's
Oh
all I
my
got.
gosh. Motherhood is a journey, is it not? Hmm.
But it is the greatest teacher. I wouldn't trade
It
it for
is.
anything.
It is. You're right. I agree. And comparing the way that I used to mother versus the way I mother now,
Hmm.
the relationship with the children are they just it's incredible. It's such a
Night
great
and day.
feeling. Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah. But we
for
caught
sure.
it before we left this earth.
Yeah.
So we 10 steps ahead of our parents.
And that's huge.
Yeah.
And again, it all comes back to self-awareness. Thinking about self-awareness,
Hmm.
what is the difference between self-awareness and self-management?
Ooh, you cannot get to self-management until after you go through self-awareness. Everything is gonna
Mm,
like if I could put together a list to making
mm-hmm.
more money, to becoming a better parent, to
Mm-hmm.
becoming a better spouse, to just living a better life full of abundance, it's gonna start
Mm-hmm.
with awareness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I tell people because the first thing they say is, I want to get rid of fear. Stop. You're gonna have to. Fear is like, them kids that be tied to your ankle and you
Yep.
just dragging them. That's
Mm-hmm.
fear. You're gonna have to let him throw a temper tantrum for a little
Yes.
while and still
Yeah.
show up. So don't try to evict fear. Manage it.
Mm. Okay.
You will get
Yeah.
to the point where, like now, yesterday, I just discovered I had a breakthrough, a major breakthrough this week, and I think that's why I had my first $25,000 day because yesterday, that morning, me and my inner circle, we get together every morning, and one of my friends and my co-coaches in my mentorship, she cussed me out, but I
Mm.
needed it
Mm-hmm.
because I had been triggered,
Mm-hmm.
taking everything personal for
Mm-hmm.
weeks, and she
Yeah.
finally was like, "Hey, we got to figure this out." Found out it was tied to my weight gain,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
and so it was pouring over into my parenting because I'm not liking me right now, and it's
Mm.
making me very insecure. I've never been heavy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so like this is
Mm-hmm.
very new to me. Um, and so yesterday I realized I'm like, I gotta evict fear. Like we can't kick it no more. I was like, when did I get to the point of my healing where I'm not managing it anymore?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
she said today.
Mm-hmm.
She said you've been getting your butt whooped, and I don't think you've been swinging back.
Yeah.
She said, but now it's time to put him out. He can't live there
Mm.
no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know what life looked like after not coexisting with fear no more.
Wow. And you just
So
had that breakthrough.
yep. So you
Mm-hmm.
manage it because you want to learn how to. You can't just get rid of it. It's like when you move somebody in your house and they've been there for 6 years, you have
Yeah.
to take them to court. You got to take them to court
Yeah.
before you get them out. Like you got to go through the whole legal process. Same thing, mentally and
Mm-hmm.
emotionally. You got to go to court.
Yeah.
And yesterday the judge just said, "I'm gonna grant you access to evict," and I'm like, "Okay, so now what do I do? Because this
Now
person has
what?
been living in my house.
Yeah.
Do I really want to get rid of them? Wait, because they've been fueling
Mm.
my ambition. What
Yeah.
does it look like when they're not?" And my friend was like, "Well, you don't drive a Honda anymore. You drive a Lamborghini, and they
Mm.
don't take the same gas."
Mm.
I see what you did there.
I-
You
You have some
okay?
good friends and mentors, I will tell you.
Listen, I was like, "That's you. You right. You right."
Yeah.
So I have to figure out, how to navigate this new world because of what I live in now. Imposter syndrome no
Oh,
longer lives with me. Fear don't live with me. Um,
yes.
procrastination don't live with me.
Let's
And
talk
I,
about
I will tell you
procrastination.
this.
Go ahead. Yes.
I was 2 seconds from making an excuse to not show up to this podcast today. And it was because I went out last night.
Yeah.
My body wouldn't even let me
Yeah. I
because I
love
made a
that you.
decision.
Yes.
I made a decision that fear, he don't live here no more.
Yeah.
Girl, get up.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You get what
so
I'm trying
glad
to say?
that you
So
did
it's
too.
it's working though. Like mine's
Yes.
almost happens immediately. Once I make a decision to say, hey, we not okay, no problem. We gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. And I'm scared to do I was scared to do podcasts because it gives me more visibility.
Yeah.
And more visibility means that people know that I'm overweight. Like
Yeah. I mean, I
trauma
see.
is
I see.
trauma is a mother
It's a bitch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
crazy. So
I just want you to
yeah,
know that
thank
you're a
you for
beautiful woman, though.
thank you. Well, see, I
Yes.
never felt like I have felt like I was not pretty, but I've never been overweight. But I think
Yeah.
that the universe,
No.
oh, if it just understood that
Mm-hmm.
just because I said it don't mean that that's not what I'm asking for, but it's neutral. It don't understand English. It
No.
don't speak English.
Yes.
It speaks frequency.
It
So for
does.
the last 14 years, I have been telling myself that I was fat when I wasn't.
Oh, yes. I see. Mm-hmm.
And now I'm living in my worst damn
Mm-hmm.
nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
But I caused it.
It's so interesting when we really understand how this works. Like you said, the universe
Yeah.
doesn't understand English or how, like,
Nope.
what we're really asking for. It goes on frequency and the
Yep.
words that we actually say. So if I mean, just take, weight, for instance, and I went through a similar situation the last few years, just hitting, I had a hysterectomy and hormones
Oh,
and all this stuff 2 years ago. But after that, I gained 35 pounds, which is a lot for me and my height, like
that's a lot.
quickly. It's a lot. I feel you when you're talking about it because I've lost 30 pounds of it, like almost all of it. But that messed with me so badly because I've never, like you said,
Never been
weight
overweight.
has never been, yeah. But and then I can remember through the years talking about how I'm fat and how I was like just self-conscious and all, and I look back at pictures and it's like, what was I looking at?
Not yourself.
Not no.
Yeah.
And, and so I feel you when you talk about that, and it can do, and especially I can't speak for men, but especially women, it can do so much to our minds and the way that we perceive ourselves and the way we show up.
Yeah.
Because I know that I had an attitude and I, would go through my like moods and stuff because I just
Yep.
could not stand it.
Yep.
So I feel you there.
Yep. Too bad
And
the universe don't.
if it could just understand what we're saying,
Girl,
just go on that.
God said, I'm going to create this universe to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you work it.
We just don't know how to work it.
No, because we don't know that everything we say, everything we do, everything we think is a seed. And if
Exactly.
once you put a seed in the ground, it's gonna
Everything.
grow.
That's
But
right.
what is it gonna grow into?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so the seed that I planted that I was fat grew into me being, and I'm not even crazy
Yes.
overweight, but I feel, oh my God, it's so
It's
sad.
just the way that you feel in your body. You don't feel comfortable in your body right now.
I feel like this is not my body.
Yeah.
Like I still see a version and I buy clothes for that,
Yes.
for that
Oh,
body. And I'm like,
I did the
this is not
same
what I
thing.
expected this
Yep.
to look like.
Hmm. There's something wrong here. They made the clothes wrong.
The clothes are wrong.
Yes.
I went to get some
With
jeans the other day and I'm like, somebody's lying and it is not me. No, there's no way. What size are these? No. And you
they,
said I can't get them past my thigh.
I remember the same thing. And I drive my family crazy. Um, and other people around me. And I really, not so much anymore, but used to.
Yeah.
Because you said, I mean, everything we say plants a seed.
Mm-hmm.
And most don't understand that. I did not understand that at one
Me either.
point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I hear the seeds that are being planted when people are talking,
Yeah.
and it just you can feel it inside of you. You're like, like let's just like rephrase that or say
Yeah,
it differently or and you know, I just so I can drive my family crazy
yeah,
at times. Like let's look at saying it this way. You
yeah.
know, I'm
But you will never act inconsistent to your programming.
no, yeah.
You will only show up in this world based on how you see yourself.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yes.
So money blocks are
That's
just as simple as you saying, you know what, it's time for me to lose weight because it's not worth me losing my business. It's not worth me losing my relationship.
that's
It's
right.
not worth me losing my kids. Yeah, it gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
gotta go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, and what I find fascinating is that I'm going to say it again, like most don't understand that.
Hmm.
And I just wish we could like shout it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
Like
But that is what I teach.
that is what you teach. You are shouting it
Yep.
from the rooftops.
Yep. I'm shouting
I
from the
love
rooftops.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, I'm tired of being broke. You not. Because if you was, you do something about it.
You would do something about it. That's right.
I don't want to be fat. Stop saying that. You can unbig your back. Your limbs, all your limbs still work. Your toes work. There are people out here who can do more push-ups than me and ain't got legs.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I had to put stuff like that into perspective too.
I seen Myron do 20 push-ups without losing his breath.
Oh.
Myron Golden. I went
Mm-hmm.
to meet him in person,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
what I noticed is most of the people in there, the people I knew had money were not overweight.
Okay. Okay. You bring up another great point. Um, that is something that I've noticed too. And it can go with money. It can go
Hmm.
I have compared the religious aspect with like a spiritual aspect. You
Hmm.
see many people in religion and churches like unhealthy environments that are
Overweight.
overweight, very unhealthy. They're
Hmm.
going to the doctor every day. They're on 20 medications.
Hmm. But the Bible
And
talks about gluttony. Ain't that? Never mind.
what about
Never
those
mind.
church buffets and stuff, or the like, well, yeah, buffets that you have at church, and like
Yeah, all
everybody
the
eats, and
unhealthy food that they give us.
yeah, yeah, I
The
brought,
the
yeah,
yeah,
exactly,
the donuts in the morning
mm-hmm,
in Sunday school.
yes. But why don't we go by what the Bible says? But you
And
compare.
everybody in there was vegan.
See, that's yes. So you compare like spirituality or people that let's say just say are successful and I know that that is not one size fits all by any means, but they put the time in and they
Okay, this is what we would say, right?
okay.
Because you know I'm a straight shooter.
Mhm.
People
Mhm.
who make eight figures are
Yeah.
not they're not really overweight until they hit like 60 or something, and like life just gets to
Yeah,
happening,
right.
right?
Right.
But most, at
Yeah.
least 90% of people who make 8, 9, 10, they're not overweight.
Yeah. So break it down. Why is that?
And they're not overweight in their 30s and 40s. They don't start
Mhm.
gaining weight until their 50s and 60s.
Mhm.
I think it's because health is wealth.
Yeah.
When you like where I am right now, I think that God is asking me to lose weight because of where he is about to take me to, right? The visibility he's
Mhm.
about to give me. A lot
Mhm.
more speaking engagements I know is coming in
Mhm.
2026. Girl,
Mhm.
I gotta have the stamina. I
Yeah.
I can't. How am I going to be on stage after stage after stage and I'm overweight
Yeah.
and I'm out of breath? And
Mhm.
that don't go hand in hand. So
Mhm.
when God told me at January of this year that I wasn't going to reach my $10 million year until I lost weight, I didn't know what he meant by that.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It means that I'm not this. It, I should have heard it, but it meant that your weight is going to block you.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. I need to be able to have the stamina.
Mhm.
And then what usually happens is around like 50 and 60 they get comfortable, and then 70 they lose weight again. Look at Denzel, look
Mm-hmm.
at Oprah,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even Tyler Perry, once he reached a certain plateau to get to that billion,
Yeah.
he got in the gym.
Yeah. So
Like
do
I
you
just
think
see
that
a
has
pattern.
to do, I mean, also with like our where our vibrational frequency is, like where we are as just um a person, our whole person all together. Like
Yeah.
we actually put the time and the effort into taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves, and
Hmm.
I mean, and we're taking care of all aspects of our life because we're in a a healthier
Hmm.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Depending on what you are asking
Mm-hmm.
for,
Mm-hmm.
because the universe doesn't speak English, it speaks frequency.
That's right.
And once you say, "Hey, this is," I speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
God, I want to have my first $10 million year.
Mm-hmm.
He, how it works is you now have to become the person that makes $10 million a year,
Yes. Yes.
right? So
That's
the
right.
first thing I heard was, okay, so you got to lose weight. It's not clicking that. Why does my weight have to do with the money I can make?
Yeah.
Because the money that you are asking me for, you have to go into different spaces and
Yeah.
different rooms, and you have to be a certain size so that you won't end up in a hospital somewhere
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
from burnout and fatigue because you are not healthy enough to go from this city, this city, this city.
Yes.
It don't, but
Yes.
because the universe, God is, let me tell you something, the greatest architect of all time. He created this thing to say, if they ask for that, then make sure that they have to do this
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because this is going, and it's all to sustain you.
That's right.
Which means that no, the universe ain't attacking you. The devil is not attacking you. You are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes.
Like, so I have to become the person that makes $10 million, and that includes God is trying to protect me
Yeah.
from myself.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, you can say that you want it, but we'll see by your actions if you really want
Yeah.
it. Because I know that I will not. I'm tired and fatigued now. Because the more weight you gain,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the less
Yeah.
energy you have. I
Yeah.
can't go out into the world like that, especially asking for a $10 million year. That is going to come from the $250 $250,000 speaking
Yeah.
engagements. And how
Yes.
am I going to do that if I'm not in shape?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm like, God, I know we go together real bad. And I know that I am made in your image, but boy, you really like me sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
a punishment. God is calling you higher, so that means you have to do higher stuff.
Yeah. But so many people don't want it that badly to do what it takes to put all the stuff in line that we're being asked to put into line to get to what we want.
I don't even necessarily think they want it bad. I don't think it's the bad enough. I think it is they want to remain the same person but get a different result.
Right.
Einstein called
Yes.
that insanity.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
It is doing the same thing expecting a different result. If this version of you has you in poverty, broke, living paycheck to paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
not starting the business, what makes you think that this version of you is they two
Yes.
different people?
Because you're not vibrationally matched with what you want.
No, you are vibrationally matched to poverty, and that's what you're gonna
That's what
stay
you
there.
got.
Yeah.
So, procrastination.
Hmm.
What keeps people procrastinating?
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of disappointment.
Yeah.
People procrastination issues come directly from their expectations being way too high.
Mm-hmm.
Because disappointment only lives in expectation. It does not live anywhere else.
Mm.
You have to have an expectation of something in order to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And they are terrified of disappointing themselves. People are the fear is coming from trying to prove a point to people that they're trying to prove a point to, failing in front of people that they're trying to prove a point to. What if this don't work? It comes from not understanding that you are enough. There's not a human being
Always.
on this planet that got an idea that was a stupid idea. Do you know that stupid ideas don't exist?
No, they don't. I agree.
They don't. I see people. I seen this young lady. She started a spa. She washes people's. She wash people up.
Mm-hmm.
Not disabled people.
Yeah. Oh, just people.
Just people. Like they just want to scrub down. It's a
Yeah.
self-care day.
Mm-hmm.
She makes multiple six figures from washing people up.
Wow.
Not a CNA.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that
There's
was
a
a thing.
this I want it so bad because she make it look so good. Because you just sit there and she just goes over your back. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you, all
Mm-hmm.
of the parts and stuff are covered,
Yeah.
but I'm like, why does that look like an experience for
Yeah.
me? Like a spa day for me. But
Apparently
it
she
is,
makes an experience. That's
yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing. But
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
But
There
it's the
is
same
no
reason why we go to the hair salon. It's the same reason why we go to a masseuse. It's the same. We are looking for some level of relief.
yeah.
There's a woman out here making six figures teaching women how to walk in heels.
Hmm. Wow. Listen to that.
There's no such thing as a dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody can take a bag of hot Cheetos and start a food truck and get a whole bunch of different chips and put meat and cheese on the inside of it, and
Mm-hmm.
we go buy it like we can't cook it at home,
That's a good point. Yes. So fear. Fear is the
fear,
driving factor.
fear, fear of disappointment.
So what do we do with that?
Um, you have to reprogram.
Mm-hmm.
You have to reprogram. Simply, um, you everything you think you know about yourself,
Mm.
usually comes from somebody around you saying that's a dumb idea.
Mm.
You thought you were excited about that idea before you told somebody.
That's why you don't tell
Joseph,
anybody.
yeah, Joseph in the Bible, Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, you were excited about ruling over your brothers until
Mm.
they put your butt in the pit.
Yeah.
Not because you spoke to the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
God he gave you your purpose in a dream. You went and told somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't start telling what God gave me in a dream in 2017 until this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm living in it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right? But I didn't want it to be perverted either. I
That's
thought that
right.
talking about self-esteem was stupid.
Mm-hmm. Which is not.
And yeah,
But
I found that out. But I was
mm-hmm.
like, God, this is a very dumb idea.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the creator of the universe. I created you. Um, and you telling me, yeah, I'm telling you it's stupid. He's like, okay, bet. Bet.
Uh-huh. So
There's no
self-esteem. Just talk about self-esteem.
So I wrote my dissertation on this, and it
Mm-hmm.
is made up of 6 pillars. So self-compassion, self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-confidence, self-respect, self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
6. So compassion, awareness, acceptance, confidence, respect, and worth. You do not have self-esteem if you don't know how to have grace for yourself and you don't know how to forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that breaks down into self-compassion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Self-awareness is discipline and accountability. If you have no accountability, if you have no discipline, you have no self-awareness.
Mm.
If you have no truth, right? Like a knowing
Yeah.
of your entire like essence, you are not authentic, you haven't accepted yourself yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's an honesty there.
Right.
If you lack trust and you lack competence, you cannot be confident.
Mm.
Right? If you lack morals and integrity, you have no self-respect. Because morals and integrity makes up the principles of your self-respect.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you don't know your value and if you don't know your gifts, you have no worth. You don't think that you're worthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So of course you will undercharge.
Yes.
Of course you won't go for the higher position. Of course you won't start the business. You don't see yourself the way that God intended. Like from the very beginning, he gave us all of this.
That's huge.
Yep. When we fell down and
Yeah.
hurt ourselves as kids, we just got back up and shook it off.
Yeah. Yes.
We didn't start walking around like we were broken
Yeah. So why do we do it now?
because we lost a sense of self.
Mm-hmm.
Most people's biggest problem is self-worth and self-awareness. They don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don't know
huge.
whose they are. You're still walking around here scared. If God said that he made you in his, first off, that's the biggest flex of all time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That if there's nothing else, when God sees you, he sees himself, or she
Right.
sees whatever you,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That's enough for me to act like,
Exactly. We should never be scared of anything.
what?
Ever. Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't think like my friend, she's like, you see the beauty in everybody. I said, I believe that I see that the beauty in everybody, and I believe that everybody is like, the people are gorgeous to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I believe that because I believe about myself. Like, I don't think that
Yes.
God made a mistake.
That's right.
God is
And,
perfect in every way.
mm-hmm.
And he didn't make nobody ugly. You just thought that person was ugly because that's not your preference. That's a
I
preference. It's
say
not a,
that, yes, I say that too, very often.
yeah,
I same thing.
it's a
Because
preference.
yes, absolutely. And we all
Like
think
Beyonce
different
think Jay-Z
things.
is cute.
Yeah,
She do. But he's
right.
not. Looking at him now,
Yeah.
healthier mindset. He's not an ugly man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I saw a picture of him recently. I'm like, Jay, Beyonce, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was me. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that just wasn't my preference
That wasn't your
of
preference. That's
the
right.
type of guy that I would date. But is he
And
ugly?
that
He's not.
exactly. And okay, so like our kids, like
Hmm.
say when they start dating or whatever.
Yeah.
And like one question that they're asked, well, is she pretty or is he handsome? And I always stop anybody that says that, and I'm like, everybody is pretty and handsome, or
Handsome.
like whichever,
Yeah.
Um, it's a preference. It's who you find attractive. What
Yep.
is your type? That's why you feel like somebody's pretty and somebody's not, but
Hmm.
everybody is, because everybody is made exactly the way they were supposed to be made.
Yeah.
So we're
Beauty is in the
all
eye
beautiful. Yeah. Yes.
of the beholder.
Yeah. I say that too often. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I was recently I scroll through Facebook sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at some old high school stuff, and there was a lot of girls that I did not think was cute back then. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked at them now, I'm like that's a very pretty girl.
You have like a
Maybe she
completely different
always been pretty.
perspective.
Whole totally different
Yes.
perspective. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about these are women that I thought were hideous back when I was a teenager. And I'm looking at
Yeah.
them now, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
she was never ugly, girl. You just didn't like
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes, exactly. Because it's a
You were
reflection of,
projecting.
I know, it's a mirror. Yeah.
You were projecting.
So, about self-abandonment, what,
Hmm.
how can people learn to trust themselves again after years of self-abandonment? Because I think that
Practice.
all kind of ties into like self-esteem and self-awareness,
It
like
does.
everything.
You
Mm-hmm.
cannot be a people pleaser and say that you have a healthy self-esteem at the same time,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
right?
right.
Because people
Mm-hmm.
pleasing is self-abandonment. You have to abandon yourself in order to show up for other people the way that you do,
Yeah. That's true.
right?
That's a
People
hard
pleasing is
one to
also
hear.
yeah. It's also manipulation. It's not
Mm-hmm.
authentic. You are only doing this because you want to be liked.
Yeah.
So you rob people of the opportunity to actually show you who they are.
That's right.
Myron has told me to raise my prices more than once. Told me that
Mm-hmm.
my mentorship should be over 10,000 at least, like for I think he said the 4 month 10,000. Anything on a up and up, he
Mm-hmm.
said 50,000 on up. He said because of how much I show up. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my people pleasing shows up in I need to be affordable
Yeah.
because everybody ain't got money.
Mm-hmm.
That's people
Yes.
pleasing,
Yes.
right? That is not me charging based on my worth.
That's right.
That is me not having a sense of knowing about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lacking in my self-esteem somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it has me reacting and showing up and responding that way.
Mm.
So it's a dangerous place to be
Yeah.
when you abandon yourself.
That is, wow. That's powerful.
But it's practice. So my people pleasing has showed up on every level.
Yeah.
It's going to show up again at 10 million, and I'm going to have to deal with it again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been living with
Mm-hmm.
people pleasing for 36 years. It's not going to just stop. Like, it's one of those
Yeah,
things that you learn
exactly.
to manage until the judge is like, okay, we're going to grant this and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Just like fear. You talked about that
Yeah.
earlier. That's
Yep.
right.
You just can't evict them. You got
Yeah. Yeah.
y'all are
Yes.
common law married at this point. Look, they got mail coming to your house. The mail is showing up like, and the letter says, girl, you know you can't start that business. Like it's
Absolutely. And then
yeah.
imposter syndrome on that, like on top of that.
Girl, you don't really know what you're talking about. Who do you think you are?
I know.
Like just because you got a psych degree don't mean that
I know. So you've struggled with that too?
I still do.
Yeah.
It's gonna show up on every level until it's
Mm-hmm.
time to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But
And
yep,
that's
that's half
another
the reason
thing.
why I haven't done any podcasts.
Yeah.
People ask me, but I'm like, because I know I know the responsibility.
Yeah.
And I know that this is gonna put me in front of more people. But
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with the people I have right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you are called to more, the universe don't give a damn about you being comfortable. You asked me for something.
Mm-hmm.
And because just like I am a cycle that was created to work for you, right? Because that's what God told me to do. The
Mm-hmm.
same creator that created you created me. This is the
Yeah.
universe talking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have to show up the way that I was created to show up.
That's
You
right.
asked me for something, and it is my job to push all of that in your way.
Yes. That is one thing that I've really put into perspective lately.
Mm-hmm.
With dealing with, I mean, imposter syndrome, yes, but also comparison. Of course, we know that comparison is a thief of joy, right?
Thief of all
But
joy.
that's right. And I have that is one area that I have struggled with most of my life. But recently, when that voice comes up, and like you know, just say, for example, I'll hear somebody's video. I love their perspective and what they're focusing on. Maybe I need to do that instead. But then, like, I stop myself before that. Like I allow myself to even have that conversation with myself. We are all here for a different reason, purpose. And it does nobody good if I'm trying to copy somebody else's
No.
because I feel like, mine may not be good enough, or I mean, whatever it may be, right? I love the fact that I've been able to overcome like the comparison part and the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And I say overcome, I mean it pops up of course, but knowing how to manage that and work with that it's so freeing.
But imposter syndrome is another lie.
Yeah.
Because this is a question I ask people who got
Yeah.
imposter syndrome. I'm like, do you have experience in this area? The answer is usually yes. That's why you want to
Yeah.
talk about it, because you've
Yeah.
been there. Imposter syndrome is not even real.
It's not.
She faked it
Exactly.
in motivation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like the two friends you don't want to be friends with because they really don't like you like that.
Yeah.
And motivation and imposter syndrome projects their fears onto
Yes.
you.
Yes. I completely agree. And just understand, like having a clear understanding,
Yeah.
has been so empowering for me.
She is raggedy. Because you can be minding your business. When you was talking about comparison, this is the download I got.
Yeah.
So to compare yourself to somebody else is actually, it's a default in the system.
Yeah, it is. I agree
Because
completely.
if we are all one and we all have work to do, that means that you have a group of people assigned to you. I have a group of people assigned to me. Like, I don't think in a perspective, like, I have a lot of women in my mentorship. They want me to train them and coach them to become self-esteem coaches. And it's like, are you really going to do it? Yeah. Why would I?
Yeah.
Oh, because I just don't. Girl, I am one person.
Yeah.
There are 8 billion people on this planet.
Exactly. Like we're
If
not
you
in
think
competition.
we are not in competition, I'm going to give
No.
you everything that I've learned about self-esteem
Yeah.
over the last 9 years, because there are people only connected to your story
That's right.
that I will never be able to reach.
Mm-hmm.
We work together. We are co-workers.
Yes, that's right.
That's
and
it.
cheerleaders for one another.
And cheerleaders for one another. We are
Yeah,
coworkers.
yes. Yes, and that's another thing that I've learned through this whole process. The more people, especially women, that I meet and we form a relationship, like the more cheerleaders we have, and the more that, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, and
No, the
if
more
it's something
healed women you
healed,
meet.
yes, yes, absolutely. And if it's, I mean, something that I see that I can't meet a need, I refer them to you. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Same.
we all like work together,
Yeah.
and
Same.
that this I am so incredibly, I'm happy and I'm proud of myself for. It may have taken me 40 something years, right? But I'm here.
But you here.
And that's right. And so
And you are
when
10 steps ahead of somebody. A lot of people.
that's right. Yes. Yes. And I am just so happy to be able to put, especially the comparison, because again, that has always been like super strong for me.
Yeah.
But put that into perspective and be able to understand I'm not in competition with anybody. And
No,
I don't want to be.
it's not that. Like comparing your chapter 8 to their chapter 28 is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It
That
is. It makes no sense.
yeah, it's crazy. Why are you? But that's what people do. Oh,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to do it. And like when I'm teaching self-esteem, I'm like, you have to understand, I've been studying this 9 years. But yeah, when you go
Mm-hmm.
live, it's just so powerful. Well, I've been going live for nine years.
This has been your life for 9 years.
Yeah, I
Right.
started a
Yeah.
podcast before I had a TikTok
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
teach myself and train myself to get used to speaking. You are
Yes.
comparing your chapter 1 to my chapter 9,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that's not fair. I put in my 10,000 hours,
Mm-hmm. That's right.
and
So
I'm going to help
powerful.
you get to your 10,000 hours.
And so many women need to hear this right here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we are not in competition with one another. There's
No.
enough space out here for every. It's enough space. It's 8 billion people living on this planet. One
Yes.
big random ball in the middle of
I
nowhere
know.
floating. Listen, we can figure this out. This is
Absolutely. Yes. And it can benefit everybody. Like there's,
yes.
yes. Yes.
Saturation is not, that's not real either. That's a myth too.
No, you're right. You're right. So you run a 4 month self-esteem boot camp, right?
I have 4 different mentorships.
Okay.
No, 3.
Mm-hmm.
4. I lied. 4 different mentorships because I
Mm-hmm.
just added another one. Nobody has
Mm-hmm.
to be like this. I'm just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In
And what I
the
do
best
don't
way
feel like
ever.
yeah, it don't feel like work to me. I'm on
Yeah.
assignment because, like I
Yeah.
said earlier in the pocket, I'm not coming back. This
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving on
Mm-hmm.
empty. I'm not coming back here. There's no air condition down here. It's roaches everywhere. I'm not doing this again. So I'm
Yes.
pouring everything out that I have. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
psychology mentorship, psychology 101.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that because what I want to talk about, I cannot ever talk about publicly because I'm
Mm-hmm.
licensed.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm about to go inactive.
Mm-hmm.
So once I go inactive, I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
Right.
So I have a psychology 101 mentorship that is 1 year. I think if you study psychology for a year, it'll change your life in a way that you can't even imagine. I have the
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem boot camp that is a 4 month mentorship. I have a
Mm-hmm.
business mentorship, which is Brain Influence Academy, and I just did created the Inner Circle
Mm-hmm.
VIP mentorship, which means that you get to sit and listen to me and my friends unpack, build, and do what we do because all
Yes.
of us are business
Yes.
owners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the boot camp is what I started with. It was my
Yeah.
very first product. And
Mm-hmm.
my goal was to help women break free. God did not give us the spirit of low self-esteem. Something
Yeah.
happened to you. And now you are operating outside of alignment because you are traumatized and you don't know
Mm-hmm.
that you're traumatized.
Yeah. And you're not broken.
You're not broken. You are traumatized.
Yeah.
You ever read the book The Body Keeps Score?
No, I haven't. Mm-mm.
I read anything that has anything to do with neuroscience or just psychology.
I love
But the
yeah.
book basically breaks down like it's for veterans and PTSD, but he went through the time where he worked in a psych ward And
Mm.
there was a young girl in there who they diagnosed with schizophrenia. And he said when he went in there to speak to her, and what he figured out was she was not schizophrenia was a trauma response to her being molested over and over again. So every time somebody would come near her, she would freak out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow.
You mean Sarah wasn't, she didn't have a mental illness?
Yeah.
She was traumatized this entire time?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we do, every mental health diagnosis, it is a trauma response.
Yes, I do agree with
And,
that too.
and your body keeps score of everything that you've ever been through. It does
Mm-hmm.
not forget. It has the muscle memory of a elephant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it don't forget nothing, even if you do.
Yeah.
And your brain is so powerful that depending on the amount of trauma, depending on what kind of trauma, it will lock you out of your own brain.
Mm.
It's called
Isn't that?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called dementia.
Mm-hmm.
And it will begin to shrink, not knowing that it's killing you,
Yeah.
but it's literally just trying to keep you safe. But
Yeah.
your brain is created the same way the universe was. It does not know good and bad. It doesn't, it is neutral.
Mm-hmm.
You teach it what to give you.
That's right.
And people are out here dying because they don't feel like they are enough. That's crazy.
So you help people start to heal from that and overcome it.
Hmm.
That's
And
incredible.
I have the gift of seeing the trauma by the language that you use, by the habits
Mm-hmm.
that you have, and I can speak with you one time and figure out what the issue is.
Mm-hmm.
But most likely came from your childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it most likely came from any time from before 11 all the way back to your mother's womb.
Mm-hmm. And people just don't understand that they're holding on to that, and they have been for
Hmm.
years, and that's what shaped their reality.
That's what's caused their diseases.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trauma has caused people diseases.
Yep.
Trauma is one the brain, the same way they can't recreate the universe is the same way that they can't recreate the brain. They can do any kind of transplant.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that one.
Yeah.
They cannot transfer consciousness because that is something that is beyond this world, right? Of
It
knowing.
is. Mm-hmm.
I watched this show called Brilliant Minds, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
neurologist,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a disorder where he can't see faces,
Mm-hmm.
so he has to figure out another way to remember. But he is a neurologist, and this one lady came in because she's a pilot, she's on a plane, and she gets uncomfortable because the pilot is saying uncomfortable things to her, and she goes back into the mindset of the trap little girl that couldn't get out, passes out from a migraine, wakes back up. The plane is not upside down. Her vision is upside down. Her brain is interpreting the world upside down.
Oh, wow.
And the only way they can fix it is going back to that one moment where she didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
They gave her some medication to fix it, but the next
Mm-hmm.
thing they did was put her in front of a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And that therapist, she couldn't do EMDR with her because of it was a vision thing. But
Mm-hmm.
she was able to unpack, and she's like, when was the last time you felt trapped? It was simply because she remembers living in the house with her stepdad and feeling trapped and helpless. So
Mm.
anytime somebody put her in that position, she would get a migraine, vision would swap.
That
Phys-
is,
Physically healthy though,
yeah. Yeah.
but your brain is always going to try to protect you.
Yeah. That's his job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
So trauma is
whatever
a powerful.
it is.
Trauma is the reason why the world is the way that it is right now.
And that's another thing that I talk about. People don't wake up and say, I'm going to make bad decisions today. I'm going
No,
to go hurt somebody else. They
no,
do that because their behaviors are because of their past traumas.
traumatized. Nobody
Absolutely.
woke up and said, I'm going to be a drug addict.
No, I
What?
say that too all the time. Absolutely. Or an addict
No,
or, yeah. Nobody does
something
that.
happened.
Yes. Yes. So put the judgment aside and look at, like, stop dehumanizing people
Hmm.
and look at them for who they are.
Hmm.
And I mean, just, yes, I talk about that so often.
Dr. Bruce Perry
Mm-hmm.
is a child psychologist for that
Mm-hmm.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a book with Oprah Winfrey and it's called What Happened to You.
Mm.
I can't read. I've read that book at least 6 times at this point.
Yeah,
Every time I cry and every time I learn something new about myself.
really.
Hmm.
I'm going to check that out.
At your own risk. Now it's a
Yeah.
is it but it is something as simple as Oprah was like why it took her so long to buy a house
Mm-hmm.
and why she always stayed in apartments. It was from her childhood.
Really.
Yep. It was from an attack on her grandmother, and she figured if she stayed high, nobody can get to her up there.
Oh, listen to that. Wow.
And so what I figured out was because I had to go check every door in my house 3 to 4
Mm-hmm.
times before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, okay, so when was the first time where you didn't feel safe in the house? I was 11 months.
Mm.
The first time I seen a door get kicked in, we lived in the projects. And my mom wasn't at home, but she was a drug dealer. They
Mm-hmm.
kicked in our front door, and I'm at the top of the stairs. The only reason why I knew I wasn't even one yet, because my baby brother wasn't born yet.
Oh,
And we are
wow.
only 1 year and 3 months apart, but he
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm like, she had to be pregnant with him at the time because I don't think I can remember. And I was standing, I was on my feet, like I was a new walker.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
watching my cousin at the bottom of the stair fight for his life.
Oh my gosh.
That's an introductory into the world.
I know. That is terrifying.
And so, because I've been in so many raids and so many stick ups and
Mm-hmm.
robberies, I am terrified that somebody's going to kick in my door and get me. And I
Mm.
don't even do anything illegal.
Yeah, right, right.
This is my first time living in a house, and I'm 36.
Mm.
I've always lived in apartments. I never wanted to be
Mm-hmm.
on the first floor. It's
Mm-hmm.
easier to get to me on the first floor. But
Yeah.
if I can, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so trauma is real. It'll have you thinking you want that life when you really want this one.
exactly. Everything that you have overcome and you have just, you are, your story is fascinating.
Don't know how I survived it, but I did.
Yeah, you did. Yes, and you overcame so much. I mean, people with a fraction of, like, have had the life that you've had can't overcome the things that they have.
Nope. All the people, I grew up with a lot of other foster kids that were new to the family because they were in
Mm-hmm.
foster care too, because my aunt did a lot of foster care.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I remember thinking that it was her fault that her foster children turned out that way until became an adult, and I was like, they were never going
Yes.
to adapt to that life.
No.
Their mother threw them away.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they come in and think that this woman actually gives a damn?
They're not going to.
They're not going to. And a lot of people in the family would say the same thing. And I'm like, it was not her fault. She
Mm-mm.
literally did what she gave. I remember I came over her house one day because this is my mom's side of the family because that's who raised me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I
Mm-hmm.
went over there and my cousin, God rest her soul, she had a California king. We weren't even in high school yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen a bed that size.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They didn't wear hand-me-downs. They had all new stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I
She never
do
adapted.
completely
She never adapted.
because
She
of the
never
trauma.
adapted. Because
Mm-hmm.
neither, or her siblings, because she took all of them together
Yeah.
because she didn't want to be separate.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them adapted. One of my cousins, he's always in and out of jail. He's still alive. The other one, not in his right mind mentally. Like,
Yeah.
I know that what I went through, I should be out of my mind.
Yes. Yes. Not people. Many people have the story that you
Yeah.
have and have overcome the things. I mean,
I should be
wow.
out of my mind.
Wow.
Because I've seen people lose it because of it.
Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
baby brother is on medication because he got the worst end of the stick.
Mm-hmm. You are
You
an
have to.
incredible woman.
Yeah. So I tell people that all the time. They're like, "You make it look so easy." Uh, no.
No, and it hasn't been an easy road, but you have just done what you need to do to get where you are today.
Yeah. I've
That's
tried giving up though.
huge.
I've
Yeah.
tried. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do it.
It's not in you.
I don't even know how.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you did not and that you don't know how because I'm so incredibly grateful that we have had this conversation today.
I thank you for inviting me. You got
Yes.
some stuff that I've never spoken about. Nobody has ever asked me about um my pawpaw. I barely talk about him because I'm still very sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Um, Still got a lot of regrets with how I did him,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing, and I
Mm-hmm.
know I can't pick up the phone and call him and say, "I'm sorry that I'm sorry."
He knows. He
I
knew
know.
then, he knows now. And I know you know that. But just
It
coming from
just
an
sucks.
outsider,
Like,
I'm telling you. Yeah.
yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So, because
Yeah.
I was in a good home and I had a good pawpaw and I took it
Yeah.
for granted. And by the time I figured out everything he had did for me, he was gone.
Well, I tell you, he is with you right now. And he
Yes,
is
he
so,
is.
you know this, but he is so incredibly proud. And he's so proud of the way that you speak of him too. So,
I know he always
um,
expected this of me. If nobody else was rooting for me, my pawpaw rooted for me.
yeah, absolutely. And he's cheering right now. I can tell you
Yep.
that. So let me ask you this.
Hmm.
What impact do you hope your work has on the next generation?
I hope that my impact just teaches people that they are enough. They were born enough.
Mhm.
Everything that you are out on the outside of you searching for, you already got it. Your gifts are already inside of you. That's not something to go look for. You are not lost, right? It's not outside of you. You just have to come back home to yourself. It is I want to teach people that they are enough. No enhancements, no, like, you are absolutely perfectly made and that you are enough and you have enough. And there are
Yes,
people out there waiting on you to show up as you.
that's right. Because that's why you're
Yep.
here.
That's why you're here.
Mm-hmm. Last question. If you had one message for every woman or anybody listening who feels stuck or that they are not enough,
Hmm.
what would it be?
One message
Mm-hmm.
for when you are not stuck. Um,
Yeah, for
you,
somebody that feels like they're stuck, they
yeah,
are stuck or they're not enough. Yeah.
I would like to tell them that when in the beginning, right? And I'm gonna always go back to the Bible because I think it tells a
Mm-hmm.
perfect picture. But God
Mm-hmm.
looked at himself and said, me, let us make man in our image.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest flex you have is that when when God sees himself, he sees you. When
Yeah.
he sees you, he sees himself.
Mm-hmm.
You are not separate. You were
Mm-hmm.
never separate.
Yeah.
And that right there is enough to say that you have dominion and that you are supposed to be here. It's not by accident, but you are who you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Yeah.
everything you think you are. So if you think you that girl, it's because you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's because that's who you are.
This has been such a powerful conversation, and I am absolutely honored to have sat down with you um, today. I just want you to know that it's
Thank
been
you
an
for
honor.
inviting me. Thank you for like even extending the offer. Cause I know
Oh,
you didn't know what was going on the back end, but
no.
um we will both be able to look back at this and be like, I invited her and she came and that was her face and her fear of that level of
Yes.
visibility. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also believe that we're drawn to people for reasons, and people, we all cross paths for a reason. And so I just, Oh,
Yeah, it's not a
gosh, this is
coincidence.
so powerful. No, no, I don't believe in those. So I just want to thank you, and I can't wait to watch the incredible things that you do. And it has, I'm going to say it one more time, just been an honor.
I have so many takeaways from this conversation because what Danesha so beautifully reminds us is that most people aren't failing at life. They're navigating systems, conditioning, and identities that they never consciously chose. Healing isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about understanding what shapes you and deciding, with compassion and clarity, what you want to keep and what you're ready to release. If something in today's episode resonated, I want to invite you to sit with it. Notice what felt validating or even challenging. That awareness is where change begins. If you love this conversation, be sure to follow Danesha Monek and explore her work. I'll have all her links in the description. And please share this episode with someone who might need it too. As always, thank you for being here, and remember that you are not alone on this journey and you're exactly where you're meant to be. See you next time.